Hello everyone, myself Sharda Bhatt from Mangalore University and my co-authors are Professor Shekhar from Mangalore University and Professor Metesky from Moscow University, Russia. And our paper is Iris Recognition by Learning Fragile Bits on Multi-Patches using Monogenic Rise Signals. In this presentation, I'll be speaking about these things. Let me explain fragile bits and our proposed framework with experimental analysis before concluding the presentation. When an iris image is captured in an unconstrained imaging scenario, the image obtained will be occluded by the artifacts like eyelids, eyelashes, glasses and photographic reflection. This will lead to a degraded iris image. For example, these are some sample eye images taken from NIR dataset, and these are the samples taken from visual imaging dataset. You can observe the iris part which is occluded by eyelashes, eyelids, glasses, and this is an example of bad illumination, etc. When iris is segmented from these images, we'll get some part of in this image most of the part is occluded by eyelids and eyelashes. Here sclera is included and here eyelashes are included in the iris, segmented iris. And these will lead to fragile bits. A fragile bit, when an iris is encoded into binary bits, a bit which is not consistent across all the eye images of a same person is called fragile bit. For example, these are the two eye images of the same person and this is the occlusion. Here we don't find it here there is an occlusion by reflection, and these are the unwrapped irises, their color maps of it, and these pixels or pixels at this position when converted into bits will give rise to fragile bits. Fragile bits means the bit in some image may assume 1 or in some other image it may assume 0. And some other examples of occluded image, here occlusion by eyelids we may find it in the same place, but occlusion by reflection are in different places and this specular reflection will lead to fragile bits. And these fragile bits, when considered in the further processing, will lead to very low accuracy rate. These are some earlier works on fragile bits. Hollingsworth et al. Are the first ones to name it as fragile bits. And then they have defined a fragile bit distance, and also Fibronica has worked on fragile bits. This is our proposed approach. The segmented iris image is unwrapped and then it is divided into patches using n divisions. Here we have taken 16 divisions, and a feature vector is called RSBP features. We are going to explain this descriptor now. This will, the features will be extracted from this, and then these features are used to learn the fragile bits. We use FCM, fuzzy C-means clustering, to classify these regions into best iris and not so best irises. So according to that, according to the output of the FCM, these patches are weighted, and while assigning the weight, it will consider the fragile bits present using by learning the RSBP features. Now at this stage, at the matching stage, suppose these two are two separate iris codes, maybe this is query image and this is gallery image, then from each patches, we calculate the Euclidean distance between these two patches, and already weights are assigned to the patches here, and those weights are used to calculate the weighted mean Euclidean distance. Here I have taken Euclidean distance. Suppose you take of Hamming distance, it becomes weighted mean Hamming distance. And this gives us the final discriminatory score between the two irises. Let me explain that RSBP now. Before that, I to go for Ray's transforms. It's an extension of Hermite function. Suppose f is a continuous function, then this is the kernel, Ray's kernel, and this Ray's kernel, when convolved with a function, we get the monogenic Ray's components. For example, if I take second order Ray's kernels hx along with horizontal axis and hy along vertical axis, and if I take the scale of 3 by 3, we get the examples of Ray's kernels, horizontal and vertical, 2D Ray's kernels. These are the graphical representation of that. And suppose this is my unwrapped iris, and horizontal and vertical kernels are operated on this iris. We get the first order output of Ray's signals, and these outputs are once again operated by the kernels, and we get the second order outputs, and we get 2 first order output, 3 second order outputs. From this, considering the 1D phase encoding across the 0 crossings, we get RFIC1 code. That is, each pixel in the input iris is encoded into 5 bits here. Next, steerable Ray's wavelets. Ray's wavelets are steerable, means Ray's kernel is convolved with a matrix, steerable matrix at an angle theta. Then the linear combination of these are taken. W1, W2, W3 are the linear coefficients decided at the empirical level, and M is the number of orientation you have taken. We have taken 6 orientations here, and this gives us the dominant orientation. If 0 is the dominant orientation, then we encode it into 0, 0, 0, 3 binary bits, like that. This we get, because I have taken 6 orientations here, we get 6 numbers, one of the 6 numbers, and this number is encoded into 3-bit binary, and this is called as comp code. This is the second iris code we have generated. Here, an unwrapped iris using the steerable Ray's comp coding gives me 3 bits, and then using hx and hy we get 2 more bits. Using a Gabor transformation with 0 orientation, I get 1 more bit, and hence totally an input iris is encoded into 6 bits. This is the second RFIC2 code. Now this is RSBP, Ray's signal based binary pattern. What we do here is, input iris is encoded using the 5 1D and 2D kernels, so that I get 5 responses for every pixel here, and steerable Ray's gives me 3 more bits, and this 1D phase encoding on 0 crossings gives me 5 bits here. This directly gives me 3 more bits, and totally we get 8 bits binary pattern. And taking this as the most significant bit, this is the output of hx, most significant bit, and the last one of the steerable Ray's is the least significant bit. We translate this, we convert this into a decimal number, and this is the RSBP image of the input iris, and this is its color by representation. And suppose these are the 2 iris images, and this part is occluded part. We can see its representation in RSBP, and this is the iris. Its this is described using the RSBP descriptor like this. While matching the 2 iris codes, we consider magnitude weighted phase histogram to get a 1D feature vector. Iris code matching in this process. So, but this is one patch and this is another patch of two different irises, and this is a feature vector obtained by the patch, and this is the second feature vector here. We calculate the difference between the two this is Euclidean distance here, and already these are weighted. The weights are assigned to them. Then to calculate the common weight, we have tried these 4 strategies. First one was arithmetic mean of the 2 weights, and then geometric mean. Here only the maximum value is taken. Next we have tried, this is not comma here, it's or. If any one of them is 0, we have taken as 0, otherwise the maximum weight is taken. Like this we have calculated the common weight, and using the common weights we have calculated the weighted mean Euclidean distance here, or sometimes it may be weighted mean Hamming distance also. With this experiment, with this with these filters and representation methods, we have calculated, we have experimented on the benchmark databases IITD, MMU, Kelsia V4 distance and UVIRIS version 2, and it is observed that this is S1 is the scenario without multi-patches, and this is the scenario with multi-patches. It has been observed in our calculation that RSBP with multi-patches scenario gives the best results. These are the ER and D prime values given, the equal error rate and D prime values given. This is the graphical representation, ROC curves for the same results, and this is a comparison of our approach with the existing approach. Here we have used 3 existing approaches wherein fragility is used, bit fragility is used, as well as the multi-patches scenario is used. So based on that we have compared our results. Not this NA means not available here, and we can observe that there is considerable decrease in the EER values and considerable increase in the D prime values. Thus, we have presented a new feature descriptor using 1D and 2D Reyes signals, called it as RSBP, and the fragile bits present in an iris patch is learned using this RSBP features, and we have used FCM to assign the weights. And we have observed that we have achieved almost 25% increase in the D prime values and 20% decrease in the ER values when compared to existing method. And also in this case, when compared with scenarios wherein without and with multi-patches, we have observed almost 9% increase in the D prime values and a 7% decrease in the ER values. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.